Good morning, everyone. This is Orna Rana here, your social science teacher from Cambridge International School, Dasua. I welcome you all in today's session. I hope you all are happy, healthy, safe at your home. So, dear children, as we were discussing earlier, Geography Chapter 4, that is maps. I hope you all have revised the chapter properly. Okay, and today we are going to start the Geography Chapter 5, that is Major Domains of the Earth. So, can we start? Okay, so as usual, first of all, we always discuss the lessons objectives. So, start with the lessons objectives. Geography Chapter 5, Major Domains of the Earth. Lessons objectives. To know about the domains of the Earth, to know about the lithosphere, to know about the hydrosphere. Lessons outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to know about the domains of the earth, they will be able to know about the lithosphere, and they will be able to know about the hydrosphere. So, dear children, as the chapter name is Domains of the Earth. So, first of all, we should know what is domain. Domain means like particular area. So, what are the main areas of the Earth? So, there are only four areas. Four, we can call them spheres also. These are number one, lithosphere. Second one is hydrosphere, and the next one is atmosphere, and the last one and the most important is biosphere. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about these all spheres, all major domains of the earth. As you all can see in this diagram also, they have mentioned the four spheres of the earth. We can call them domains of the earth. See here, the atmosphere, then lithosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere. So first of all, we will discuss about the lithosphere. Okay, as you can see in this diagram also. So lithosphere, what is its definition? What is lithosphere? The solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere. It is made up of soil, rocks, and dust particles. Okay, and the earth is divided into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Okay, as we have done in chapter 2 also, globe latitudes and longitudes, in which chapter I have told you like equator, it is an imaginary line which divides the earth into two equal hemisphere. So these are those hemisphere, northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Now you can see in this diagram also they have shown the lithosphere, and you can find here like this lithosphere, it's not only the land area whatever is visible to us. Okay, like we are considering the continents. What are continents? Continents are the large land masses. Okay, and there are 7 continents. So it's not only those continents, the land of those continents, it also consists of the ocean beds. Okay, means the base of the ocean. Okay, the crust on which there are ocean, that also comes under the lithosphere. Are you all getting this? Like whatever water is present in the oceans, below that ocean there is also land. There is a surface, solid surface, which is holding this water. Clear? Whether it is ocean or the rivers or the pools, they all have the land below them. Is it clear? Okay, now let's discuss about the continents. I hope you all are aware of continents because this is a concept which we people are reading from grade 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have discussed about them in the earlier classes also, and here again we are going to repeat them. So there are 7 major continents. Okay, the first one is Asia, second is Europe, third is Africa, fourth one is North America, fifth one is South America, sixth is Australia, seventh is Antarctica. Okay, now you all can see this image also. Again, I am going to repeat for you people. Number one is Asia, second one is Europe, third one is Africa, fourth one is North America, Fifth one is South America. Sixth is Australia. Seventh is Antarctica. As you can see here also, okay, this Antarctica, it lies near around the South Pole, okay, and these are the other continents. Okay, so dear children, let's discuss about them one by one. So first of all, we are going to discuss about Asia. You can see where is Asia? Yes, very nice. So Asia, it is the largest continent. It covers one third of the total land area. Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent, and even if you people have seen the political map or physical map of India, as we have discussed in the previous chapter, there also you can find the Tropic of Cancer passing from Gujarat towards the eastern state. Okay, so India is also in the Asia. So the Tropic of Cancer is passing through this continent. Next is the Ural Mountains separate Asia and Europe. Okay, like Europe and Asia, they are both are joined together, but they got separated with the help of the Ural mountain. Like the mountain, they are the very high mountains, and they are separating both these continents. I hope this concept is clear. Okay, next one is our, as you can see here also, this is the continent Asia, and there are so many different countries here. You can see India is also here, its neighboring countries, and so many other countries. So it is continent Asia. Okay, now next one continent is Europe. It lies west of Asia, okay, towards the west side of Asia. Arctic Circle passes through it. Okay, this is also one important parallel of latitude. It passes through Europe. Asia and Europe together known as Eurasia. If together we are mentioning this particular land area, we are calling it Eurasia. And it is separated from Asia by the Ural mountain. This we have discussed when I have told you about the Asia. And you people in this chapter, you need to locate these all different mountains and these continents, oceans, okay, rivers on the physical map of the world. Clear? So it's very important to know their exact location. Okay, next one, you can see this is the image of the Europe, and these all are the different country which are in this continent. Okay, next one continent is Africa. Africa is the second largest continent. Okay, in terms of area, it is the second largest continent. Equator runs through the middle of this continent. You can see it is given in your book also. It is the only continent through which Tropic of Cancer, Equator and Tropic of Capricorn pass. Okay, it is the only continent from where these three important parallel of latitude they are passing. The world's largest hot desert, Sahara Desert, is located here. Okay, I hope you all are aware of Sahara Desert. This is the world's largest hot desert, and it is located in which continent? Africa. And one more thing, that is the world's longest river, the Nile River. It also flows through Africa. As you can see in this diagram also, it is showing the continent Africa. Okay, dear children, as we were discussing about the civics chapter 4, that is the key elements of a democratic government, in that we have discussed about the South Africa. Okay, and I told you people that South Africa is at the southern part of Africa. Okay, it is at the southern tip. That's why its name is South Africa. Okay, so we have discussed about this country, South Africa, and you all can see South Africa, it is in the Africa continent. Okay, okay, now next one is North America. North America is the third largest continent. It is linked to South America by Isthmus of Panama. It lies completely in the northern hemisphere, and it is surrounded by three oceans. You can find those oceans in your book also. Okay, and you can note down. This one is your North America. Okay, and these are the different countries in this continent. Now next one is South America. South America, the Andes, world's longest mountain range, runs through it. Okay, the world's longest mountain, that is the Andes, it runs through South America. The world's largest river, Amazon, flows through it. Okay, and it is linked to North America by Isthmus of Panama. Okay, dear children, we have discussed two terms here. One is the longest river and other one is the largest river. So what is the difference between the longest and the largest? Longest means here we are talking about the what is the total course of that river, means how much a kilometer that is flowing, that is known as the longest one. And largest means here we are talking about in terms of quantity of water, like how much water it is carrying with it. Okay, so Amazon river is carrying much water with it. That's why it is called as the largest river. While the river Nile, has its long course. Okay, so that is known as the longest river. Now our next continent, you can see in this image also. Okay, this is our South America. Okay, now next one is Australia. Australia, it is the smallest continent and it lies in the southern hemisphere, and it is also called an island continent. You can see this one is Australia, and you can see from all sides it is covered with water. That's why it is called an island continent. Now next one is Antarctica. Antarctica, it is completely in the southern hemisphere. The South Pole lies almost at the center of this continent. Okay, I will show you in the image also. It is permanently covered with thick ice sheets. Okay, and there are no permanent human settlements. And the Indian research stations like Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri, they are located here. Even you can see in this image also, this is our South Pole here. And Antarctica is covering this entire South Pole. Okay, and for most of the time it does not receive any sunlight. That's why it here we can find like the ice sheets there. Okay, now next one is the hydrosphere. So hydrosphere means the portion of the earth which is covered with water is called hydrosphere. Okay, as we all know that earth is called a blue planet. It is called blue planet because it consists of 71% of water. And if we see in space, the earth always appear blue because of this large percentage of water. 97.2% of earth's water is found in the oceans. Okay, which is not fit for human use. And 2.77% is stored in the form of ice sheets and groundwater. Only 0.03% is available as fresh water. Now you can see here, these are the oceans, the major oceans of the world. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and this one we can call it Southern Ocean. Here all these oceans, they are merging. Okay, so that's why it is called the Southern Ocean. Now let's discuss about these one by one. First one is Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean, it spreads over 1/3 of Earth. Okay, and Mariana Trench, that is the deepest point on the Earth, lies under this ocean. It is circular in shape. Next one is Atlantic Ocean. It is the second largest ocean. Its coastline is highly indented. It is the busiest ocean in terms of commerce, and it is in S shape. Next one is Indian Ocean, the only ocean named after a country. Okay, and it is triangular in shape and it lies below India. Next one is Arctic Ocean. It is located within the Arctic Circle. It surrounds the North Pole. Okay, as we have seen the Antarctica is surrounding the South Pole, and the North Pole is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean. It is connected to Pacific Ocean by Bering Strait. Okay, so dear children, that's all about these continents and oceans. And I know that without recapitulations, most of the things they will be not in our mind. So we are going to do the recapitulation. Okay, yes. So dear children, today we have started chapter 5 of geography, that is the major domains of the earth, and we have discussed about the four major domains of earth, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. And today we have discussed about lithosphere as well as hydrosphere. So lithosphere is the solid portion of the earth, and it is mainly made up of soil, rocks and the dust particles. It consists of continents as well as the ocean beds. Then we have discussed about the seven continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. Next, we have discussed about the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the portion of the earth which is covered with water. It consists of all the water bodies. The earth consists of 71% of water. That's why it always appear blue, and it is also called the blue planet. Most of the water is in the oceans, which is not fit for human use. And then some is in the form of underground water and the ice sheets, and only 0.03% of water that is available as fresh water. We have also discussed about the four major ocean: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. There is one other ocean also, in which where these all major oceans they are merging together in the southern part of the earth, that is known as the Southern Ocean. So dear children, only these things we have discussed today, and in our next session we are going to discuss about the atmosphere and biosphere. Okay, and I hope the most of the things which we have discussed today, they are clear to you, as these things you have discussed in the earlier classes also, in social science as well as in science also. Clear? So if there is any confusion, then we are going to clear that in our live session. Take care of yourself. Have a blessed day.